Good morning, my millionaire growth partners. My name is Otis Tucker, the world's first trillionaire. I am creating heaven on earth, people, and the way that I do it, number one, is that I help people to realize that what they consider their soul is the spirit of God, you know, and all they have to do is take possession and ownership of that, and they can be indeed consider themselves God because God lives inside of you. Number two, people, is that I am creating financial freedom for billions of people across this world. Number three is that I'm here to help create a million millionaires. I am creating a million millionaires. I am the greatest leader that ever lived. I am God, people. And most important is that I manifest the words I speak. My message for you today, people, is that you have to motivate and encourage yourself daily, man. In life, people, it's like everybody, will root for you when they see that you're succeeding, you know? But when you're in the beginning of your journey or in the process of going through your trials and tribulations, there's nobody there that you're going to find, you know? So especially in those times, people, I want you to be your biggest source of motivation. I want you to be your biggest source of inspiration and encouragement, man. You know, I want you to really, all the situations that you're dealing with, I want you to recognize and realize that you have the tenacity, you have the willpower, and you have the ability to overcome whatever you're dealing with. You know what I'm saying? And I want you to choose to always be an optimist, man. The glass is always half full because your reality is your perception, vice versa. Your perception is your reality. So no matter how bleak or hopeless things may seem, if you see it as hopeless, people, then that is indeed your reality. If you choose to find the positives, might only be one positive or two positive out of 100. Whatever that positivity is, people, focus on the light, focus on the hope, focus on that possibility of things working out, man, because there's always that perception that is there. It can be a lot more negative ones, but you find the positive, people, and focus on that, man. You know what I'm saying? And that is indeed how you encourage yourself, is reminding yourself that, look, man, you've overcome plenty of challenges, and everything always work himself out, but always choose, though, people, to be an optimist, not a pessimist. That is indeed a choice, and I want you to choose that for yourself. You are always the optimist, choosing to know and believe that everything will always work themselves out because they normally do, you know? And choose to believe in yourself, man. It's amazing how we look at other people that's going after their goals and dreams, and we choose to believe in them like, wow, that's inspiring, But you have the same capacity, people, is that you just have to choose to believe in yourself. Like, intentionally choose to believe that you are able, you are capable of doing whatever it is that you need to do, because the fact is you are, it's just a choice of choosing to believe that for yourself, people. So I want you this week to really focus on, believing, man, that you're able to do everything that you set out to do, and get busy taking the actions every single day, people. It's like a lot of times people get buggered down by overthinking things, man, but thinking about things is great if you're trying to create a vision, a brainstorm, but after you brainstorm and come up with what you're going to do, people, the thing is you must get up and go take action. So my encouragement for you today, man, is really to take action, man. Put one foot in front of the other, keep on moving forward, one step after the other, and just know that as you keep taking those steps, people, just trust and believe. Facts, things will work themselves out, man, because God bless those that is trying. He really does. He bless those people that consistently every single day go out here, man, and give it your all. Because if you're giving it 100%, people, regardless of the outcome, you are winning, man. Believe me when I tell you that. Success is not a destination, people. I think it was Earl Nightingale that said it. Is that success is just simply taking at least one step in the direction of where you want to go. If you are making progress every day, people, then you're successful that day. And every single day, you're successful as long as you're taking action, people, that move you one step closer to your goal, you know? And it's like things don't always work out the way we want it to go. Like things don't come as soon as we want them. But hey, as long as you take an action every single day, trust and believe, people, you are winning, you are making progress, you are moving forward, and you are succeeding at life. And you should acknowledge yourself for that and use that as motivation to realize that, look, man, you are making progress. You are making progress, people, and you ultimately will accomplish any and everything that you set out to do. I think you get the point, though, people. Be your biggest source of motivation and encourage yourself every single day. I don't care if you need to affirm it, look in the mirror for 10 minutes or 15 minutes or whatever the case is. Obviously, every day you do your affirmation, but I'm saying even if you have to pause when you're in the height of your stress or whatever you're dealing with, take some deep breaths, man. Do some woosahs, you know? Take some deep breaths, people. You know what I'm saying? And realize that, man, that this, whatever you experience, shall pass, you know? Because it always does. You just have to remind yourself of that sometime. Anyways, man, shout out to my co-creators, man, of Heaven and Earth International. People, we are indeed creating heaven here on earth, man. And the way we do that is by really transforming people's lives. We're elevating people to the spiritual realm, you know, as they go on this journey of figuring out who they really are, exploring who they are by going within, not looking outside of you for answers. All the answers you seek, people, always remember is inside of you, man. Get busy learning who you are, man. Who are you and who do you want to be? You know what I'm saying? Once you figure out who you're being, you know, by being self-aware, then you could choose what does the amazing you look like. You know what I'm saying? Who are you being? You know what I'm saying? And as you figure that out, then you can get busy working towards adapting and being that version of yourself every single day and practicing consistently. You know what I mean? Every single day, practice, 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 man. And as long as you do that, people, that is indeed how you're creating heaven on earth, is by working on yourself. Self-development, people, is the key to everything, man. That's the greatest gift you can give to yourself, is self-development. Work on yourself every single day, and that is how you bless yourself and your family, you know. Anyways, man, listen, that's that. Shout out to Jamaica, man. You know, the eye of this world. Shout out to Africa, who is the mother of this world. Shout out to the entire Caribbean and the African diaspora worldwide. You know, the couple things I'll say real quick. You know, I was watching a couple videos about what's happening over there in Africa with the AfroNet. They're saving something like $50 billion a year on the continent right now. That's money that they used to have to pay out to foreign companies like Google, Microsoft, and other companies for, you know, data and all that other stuff. But now that they have AfroNet over there, that's money that they get to use to invest back in the infrastructure of, you know, increasing the capacity, building more platforms, creating more apps, investing back into education, into the youths, into the people of the country. I mean, $50 billion, people, that goes a long way. You know what I'm saying? That can really help to transform the countries over there, and I'm very excited about that. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, you know, other things I was looking at too, man. It's like, you know, for every country out here, man, to really be a sovereign nation, like, you really and really and really have to focus on how do you keep the money in your country, man. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's your natural resources, in this case with the AfroNet, or your digital infrastructure, by keeping the money in the country, by creating regional, you know, internets or stuff like this. I mean, right now they're becoming a model for other countries like, you know, South America. And, you know, who knows, man. I just know that, you know, once somebody does something, which is what happened here, and they seen the immediate benefit, how much money they're saving, then other regions. Like I eventually think and we believe that CARICOM will probably do something like this, you know. But I mean, they haven't discussed it. But I'm just thinking if something work, it's a no-brainer, and it's just a matter of time. Overall, people, you know, I'm just really excited, man, about progress that I'm seeing across the board, man. You know, it's like the more I watch and learn about things that's happening over there in Burkina Faso, it's like they're really, man, an amazing model, you know, for Africa, man. They really are, and not just for Africa, but even in the Caribbean, being resourceful. Like they was actually out of 189 countries, there was like 185, so 4 slots away from being the poorest country in the world back in 2015. They have risen their total annual income per person from $800. Now they're at over $2,000. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just saying, it's like just watching the progression of that. You know, obviously all this happened since 2022. Once Abraham Traore took office is when these growth happened. So within the last 3 to 5 years, they have tripled their annual earning per person. You know what I'm saying? And it's like that's just the tip of the berg, man. There's so much things they're doing. They've created a lake that's creating a whole ecosystem and a whole industry, including tourism and so forth for the country. I mean, they're doing so much, man. You know, creating water security, so they always have drinking water by desalinizing, taking out the salt out the ocean water. I mean, there is so much stuff, man. It's amazing when you put your mind to problems, how you can solve them, man. And just great leadership. I mean, any and everything come from great leadership, people. So I really salute Abraham Traore, man, for really being such a great leader and really empowering his people and putting benchmarks in place to really protect his people, you know. I think the biggest thing that I would say, man, is that corruption, especially, you know, in African countries and the Caribbean, that's something that I really would like to see government be more transparent with their citizens to make sure that they are fully aware of all the different things that's happening. I think if we make more of a collaborative effort, then we can definitely get a whole lot more done. And I really look forward to the transformations that's yet to come, man. I'm just really excited about the progress, though, that's happening. Anyways, people, my declarations over your life. Number one is that you are a millionaire. You are married to the person of your dreams. You have amazing health and is in the best shape of your life, people. My prayer for you today, man, is that the Spirit of God inside you will continue to lead you, man, to find yourself, man, to realize how powerful and great you are, and really taking control of your lives, man. With that being said, people, blessings on to y'all and y'all family, man. We'll talk tomorrow.